everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking about a guy, Nick Rallis, the former linebacker coach, is now defensive coordinator with the Cardinals. And also, I want to talk about Bart Scott. He's back at it again. Jalen Hurts is top 8. He got 2 in front of him. Deshaun Watson. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with Bart Scott first, man.
That even if that's done, the guaranteed dollars that Hurts should get should be less than both Burrow and Lamar Jackson.
Burrow's a much better quarterback. You have to understand that. Like he did a great job, but
Not
he has
Lamar
the best.
Jackson.
He has the better roster.
Wait.
As far as players, it's levels. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Listen, I got Jalen
You have
Hurts about
Hurts
8
under Lamar?
Yeah, he's not a better talent than Lamar Jackson. He's a great player, right? I tell people all the time, there's nothing wrong with being Paul George, man. But we know it's special guys and there's levels to this. I got him like 8th in the league as far as the quarterback position.
Jalen Hurts, 8th in the league.
Yes.
This year?
He had the best.
Okay,
you have to understand he had the best.
Producers, bear with me. I count them out.
Okay.
8th.
I got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the AFC, but Aaron is there. And then it gets fluid after that because Tua was on an MVP trajectory as well, got hurt. Matthew Stafford be coming back, right? And Justin Herbert is right there as well.
You got Deshaun Watson better than Jalen Hurts?
Yes. And listen, Jalen.
It turns into a clown show once you get to Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson, I get it, he was that top tier guy, but with the Browns, it showed that he's still rusty, but we've seen him without D-Hop. Without D-Hop, he's a 4-win quarterback. Let's keep it real. Not even counting the Browns. He's a 4-win quarterback without D-Hop. We seen Jalen Hurts without A.J. Brown. He won 9 games and got into the playoffs. Deshaun Watson could not elevate that Texans team at all. And it's utterly disrespectful. We don't even know if Deshaun Watson ever going to get back to that level again. We don't know. I'm not judging what he did off the field or any of that stuff. I'm saying what I seen on the field. We don't know if he's ever going to reach that level. He said Tua was on a MVP trajectory, but he just discounted Jalen Hurts' weapons, but he got Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And we seen what the backup did with those guys. He almost knocked out the Bills. Josh Allen, he one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, but going into next season, he's not better than Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson, come on. Lamar Jackson is probably the most skilled athlete in the world. So come on with that. But quarterback, Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback. Come on. I think this is going to be the talk about Jalen Hurts all off season until he get paid. And is he actually top 5? And I think he's top 3. If you put him top 4, I will argue with you, but I believe he's legit top 3. I think he's a legitimate top 3, man. I just think it's utterly disrespectful. But what can you expect when a guy played for the Jets? And what can you expect from a Bart Scott? Want to be Skip Bayless. He want to be Skip so bad. Like, come on, man. Let's talk about my guy, Nick Rallis, man. Nick Rallis, most of my videos, I've been talking about, like, how I want older coordinators, right? But if I had to settle with, like, a younger coordinator, it'd probably be Nick Rallis. I had a feeling he was going to go with Jonathan Gannon. And I heard it was between them and Denver, and Gannon outbidded Sean Payton. So they end up getting Nick Rallis. Nick Rallis is a really good coordinator. I know he's going to get a lot of credit for developing T.J. Edwards, and he was going to get a lot of credit for Hassan Reddick having one of his best years. So I knew that was going to happen. I don't really have much data on him. He's 29. It's crazy saying he's 29 because I'm 26. Like, there's a coordinator in the league that's 3 years older than me. So congratulations to him, man. And hopefully he succeed there. I'm not sure what Jonathan Gannon is doing. They calling Nick Rallis the Sean McVay of the defense. We'll see how it worked, but he just hired the assistant from the Browns as his offensive coordinator who's 35. And then you got a defensive coordinator who's 29. And I think Jonathan Gannon is only like 40. So they got a really young group there. So it looked like he's trying to pull from what the Eagles did Like having him young, Jonathan Gannon. Then Nick Sirianni's pretty young. I don't think Shane Steichen that old, and now we're gonna bring up Brian Johnson. So I think he's trying to do with what Nick Sirianni did. I'm not sure if it's gonna work in Arizona. You don't really have a quarterback. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. You really don't have a quarterback. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. No offense to Kyler Murray, but once he come back, they say he might come back November, December. That's like mid-year. And it's just a rebuilding process. And do you want to go through a rebuilding process with all of those young guys like that? I don't know. I don't know. But congrats to Nick Rollins. In my opinion, if we was going to hire a younger coordinator, I thought it'd be Nick Rollins. But I really want the older guy. And that's just me, in my opinion. But hey man, what do you think and how do you feel about Bart Scott? Giving his opinion. He say Jalen Hurts is top 8. I highly disagree. And Nick Rollins. Nick Rollins is an Eagle, and Nick Rollins is a Cardinal, and it looked like we're gonna have to revamp the whole defense, man. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst, man. Ghost.